Put your ego to the side, baby. That ego, ooh, that ego, okay, it's gonna keep you safe. It wants to keep you safe, right? The ego is not bad. It's just trying to keep you safe. It's trying to keep you secure in that box of what you have always known, right? It is scary to do something different. It is scary to step out on the edge. I feel like we put so much focus on the fear of being seen, but we don't stop and ask ourselves what are the costs of us not allowing our purpose to be known, to be felt, to be expressed. And I just want to dive a little bit deeper into that conversation because being seen and the fear of being seen is very common, right? People don't like vulnerability. Vulnerability is not safe. It doesn't feel safe until it's normalized, right? Um, when you come to a point where you're like, you want to make something manifest or allow something to manifest in your reality, you will come to a place within your being that you create the space for yourself to be seen and allow yourself to be uncomfortable, embrace the discomfort along the journey. However, I just don't know if we talk about the deeper parts of the cost of not allowing our purpose to be expressed in our reality. And that's what we're going to talk about today, y'all. Peace. I am Marquita. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. And to those of you who are returning, welcome back. I am a spiritual coach. I am a nomad. I'm an author, and I'm also the host of the Alchemy Soul podcast. On this channel, we talk about a little bit of everything. But on this channel, we talk about spirituality, manifestation, a little bit of travel here and there, a little bit of nomad experiences here and there, and really just talking about transformation and how you can look at your life and see how you are evolving in real time. And so for me, I am evolving in real time with you all right here, right now. I'm currently on a 365-day long form content challenge. I'm like, I don't even know how many days in, 20 some days, but I'm proud of myself because I'm staying consistent and it's becoming a part of my routine and my habits. And I look forward to it every day. And that's a part of it, right? This is a part of me learning how to be seen. And I'm like, if I never put myself out there and express myself, express my voice, and allow it to just allow it to gain some authority, right? Like, what I feel is that if I look back to my older videos, my voice is very soft. Like, it would be very soft, very timid, and I would know what I was talking about, right? But my voice, the tone of my voice, very timid, very soft. As I'm continuously going on this journey, I'm like, oh yeah, like you know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It is just like a level of authority and a level of comfort that I am gaining with doing this. And that's a part of it, right? Like, there has to come a point in your journey where you're like, sit the ego to the side and really be like, my purpose. This is my purpose, and I deserve, right? I deserve to allow it to be expressed. Do it for you, yes. But I felt like for me, what really helped me was that it couldn't just be for me, right? Like, me expressing myself and using my voice couldn't just be for me because guess what, y'all? All day long, I'm talking to myself, right? Like, I'm talking through stuff like this with myself all day long. So if it's just me and me, it's just me and me, right? Like, without the camera, without the audience. However, there came a point in my journey, and like I said, this is a spiritual channel. This is a spiritual channel. But like I said, Spirit was like, listen, this is not about you. This is not about you. You have to understand that you have power in your voice. You have wisdom. You have things to say. You don't have to be like anybody else. You can be your authentic self. You can show up how you want to show up. And somebody will resonate. And if they don't, it's not for them, right? But this is for me in a way of like, it's healing, right? But it's for me in a way of like, I feel that you deserve to know and understand that You have power, you have truth, you have wisdom, you have gifts, you have talents, you have things that you are holding on to and keeping them close to the chest because you're afraid to be seen. And is not that is not what's the word? It is not contributing to humanity in the way that we need it to contribute to humanity. We need your gifts. We need your talent. We need your purpose to be expressed. And the downside, or the risk of keeping your purpose to yourself is several, right? But one of those being you may gain some resentment, right? You will start seeing other people do what you want to do, and you start building resentment from inside. You like saying, I can do that. I said I wanted to do that. I know how to do that. I can, like you start to see other people doing the things that you want to do. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. When I tell you, Spirit brought so many people into my life time after time after time where I would witness them gain authority in their voice, in their audience, in their teachings. And I'm sitting in the background, like, cheering them on. But in the background, it's like saying, why I can't do that? Like, why can I but I can, right? And I just had to find the right timing. For me, something had to click into place. Honestly, what clicked into place is I got fired from too many jobs. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, once I got fired from too many jobs, I was like, oh, Spirit, you just okay. Like, I just had to understand, like, this is I feel like I can get paid from doing what I love to do. I genuinely believe that. And so if I believe that at my core I can get paid from doing this, then why would I put myself in a box in limited situations and environments in spaces that are not healthy for my well being? Spirit was like, girl, stop. Just use your voice. Just use your voice. And so, yes, like, you begin to build this kind of resentment within because you start seeing other people doing the things that you want to do. And it's not it doesn't feel good, right? It just doesn't feel good. Another risk that you are taking by not allowing yourself to be seen is you are missing the right opportunities that will help you grow and evolve. The other day I had my homegirl, she came by, and well, actually I just met, we had been in this community together, and I had just met her. And we were talking because she had came by to get some stuff from my place, and we were talking, and so she asked me what would I do for work. And I'm a personal development coach. I said that I am an author, and I do YouTube, and I have my podcast. And she was like, wait, go back. She was like, you're an author? What have you written? And so I was like, I wrote my book. It's called Alchemy Soul. I was like, I wrote my book. It's not called Alchemy Soul, excuse me. I said, I wrote my book. It's called Walking Your Power. And you can find it on Amazon. And I did just that. I did, like, because I was gonna say it's not what I want it to be, right? Like, it's not where I want it to be. I'm actually making a part 2 to it because it's evolved, right? And so I was gonna dim my light right then, right? Like, if I would have not said anything, then I wouldn't have had another purchase on my book, right? Every time I don't allow somebody to know that I have written a book, or every time that I allow somebody to not know that I have a podcast, or that I have a YouTube channel, or that that I'm a spiritual coach or a personal development coach, those are opportunities that I'm missing. Those are, energies that I am connecting with that could potentially put me in spaces that can help my career take off. So if you just think about you, and you don't want to allow yourself to be seen, but you're missing opportunities by not allowing your purpose, your gifts, your talents to be seen. And I feel like there are some people that are out there that are working some dead end jobs that hate that they have to wake up every single day to go to a job that they don't like to provide for a life that they are burnt out from. I know that there's some people out there like that. And what I want to say to you is that you have a talent and you have a gift and you have a purpose. Find out what it is, lean into it, and let it lead your life. Let it support your life. You can do this, right? But you have to be consistent, first of all. You have to do it. You have to allow yourself to be seen. And then you just have to stay focused. But I think the consistency is key because when I wasn't consistent, I just didn't feel good. Like, I didn't feel good. I didn't see the possibilities of what it could actually be. I was so focused on surviving that I couldn't see that if I just stay consistent with this thing, then I will eventually get to the place where it can support my whole life and I won't have to worry about working for anybody else ever again. So, you deserve for your you deserve for your purpose to be seen so that the right opportunities can find you. Another thing is that you may start doubting your gifts and your talents because you haven't fully allowed them to be expressed. Ever since I personally found out that my voice is a part of my path and a part of my purpose, I have never doubted that, right? So that's for me that's for me personally. I have never doubted that my voice is a part of my purpose. The part that I doubted was that it can make me money. And I feel like that's very common. I feel that a lot of people don't allow themselves to be seen and they don't allow their gifts and their purpose to be expressed because they don't believe that it can make them money. Or you just don't want to go down the path and let it allow it to unfold, right? We get very comfortable in our daily routine. We get very comfortable in, that paycheck. We get very comfortable in that paycheck. I'm grateful because I ain't had a paycheck in a very long time. So I'm good. I'm good. Like a consistent one anyway. But it's just for everyone is going to be different. For me is that I doubt that it's going to pay me. I think for a lot of people is that they doubt that it doesn't pay them. But for some people you may doubt that you are talented enough, right, to be paid or worthy enough to be paid. Um but it takes some work. First of all, it can really take, you really got to do some deconditioning. You got to do some internal work because when you have been conditioned for so many years to run that rat race, baby, it's hard to get off that wheel. It is hard to get off that wheel, and I know it. And I'm not saying you got to hop all the way off the wheel. I'm just saying slow down, right? Slow down, get off the wheel for a second, allow yourself to live in your purpose. Don't doubt it. It's whatever it is that you do naturally. That's just natural for you. That is your purpose. I think we try to overcomplicate what the purpose is. We think that the purpose is, well, that was my problem too. I thought that the purpose was supposed to be like very specific. I thought it was supposed to be very, very specific, right? I knew that it had to do something with speaking, but I just thought that it had to be very specific. And when you're first starting out, you just have to do something to get yourself on the path, right? Like just do something to get yourself on a path. It doesn't have to be grand. This is not a lot. Like I can set my phone up and I sit down. Like I said, I talk to myself all day. This is nothing for me to sit my phone on this tripod and talk to the people. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, I'm not doing any editing, like because I want y'all to see me in raw form. But yeah, just start where you are, but just start essentially. And once you continue to gain momentum, you will continue to gain the confidence that you need to allow it to fully be expressed. Okay, so this one is big. This is one of the topics that I am very passionate about speaking on. But when you are not allowing yourself to fully be seen, your relationships might falter at some point because they are not getting the authentic you. They are getting the version of you that has put on the mask. They are getting the version of you that you think that they want of you, right? When you allow yourself to just be authentically in your truth. Keep shedding the mask, keep shedding the mask, keep shedding the mask, because it doesn't happen overnight, right? We have to continuously over the course of this entire journey continue to shed the things that have been put on us ever since we were born, right? And it's not easy. It's not an easy process, right? It takes some shadow work. And shadow work is not always the prettiest, right? But the shadows, it just takes a little bit of light for the shadows, right? Like you just need a little bit of light in the darkness for it to shine, right? And so with that being said, it is important to do the work that you need to do to get to your authentic self. And that is part of embracing your talents, your gifts, your purpose, whatever it may be, your voice, your writing, your painting, whatever it is. Just allow yourself to be seen, because we need it. We need it. We need you. We need you. And also, the one of the last thing I want to talk about is how your purpose can just remain an idea and you are not fully experiencing it. And that can create some mental health issues. Ask me how I know. I don't put this out there because I don't do it now, but I am also a licensed clinical social worker and I have worked with clients. And what I do see oftentimes is people are stuck, right? They're stuck in this energy of what they think they should be instead of embracing what feels natural to them and allowing that to be the life experience, right? um, for, let's just say, a painter. For the painter who doesn't paint, for the painter who doesn't allow that creativity to flow out to them, that is just energy that is harboring on the inside of you, that is stuck, stagnant energy that is not being expressed. For myself, I'm a speaker. Like I said, I talk to myself every day, so it has not really been a time where I wasn't speaking. It's just now I'm allowing it to be seen. However, with this allowing it to be seen, I feel it right now. My heart is opening. I feel it literally. And Spirit said, tell them. Like, I literally feel my heart opening because I am sharing a part of myself that remained an idea for so long in my mind. Even though this YouTube page is about 4 years old, the idea that it can be more than what it was just an idea in my mind, right? And at this point, like I said, I'm on the challenge and I have the podcast, so I have different ways that I am expressing and using my voice. I also felt for a long time, and I think that this helped me too, was short form content. I felt that I had to do short form content. I thought that I had to do TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and I had to do all of them. But what I really found out is I don't need to do TikTok. I don't need to do Instagram. So y'all ain't gonna find me. I'm on there, but y'all not gonna find me as consistent. But I'm here because I can fully express myself. I'm not a person that is giving sound bites. Now I can chop it up, but at the end of the day, like, I need to fully be able to express my voice and express my thought processes. I can't just give you a little clip here because that's cutting off source. That's cutting off spirit in the moment of, like, this is it. And that stunts my being seen. That stunts me being visible. And I don't want that. So your purpose will remain an idea until you allow it to be an experience. You can do this. You can do this, friend. You can do this, whatever it is. I just want to remind you that it's not for you. We all have a contribution to make in this world. And yes, I do believe that there are some people that are making that contribution in their 9 to 5 career block. I do believe that wholeheartedly. But I think that there are far more people, right? I think there are far more people who are not allowing their purpose and their passion and their gifts to be seen, known, and recognized because for whatever reason you're afraid of rejection, you're afraid of um, not being validated, you are afraid of no one liking your video, no one viewing your video. Yeah, I'm like, I've been consistent for a while now on this channel, and I'm not even like, it doesn't matter to me. It came to a point where I was like, I can't chase the algorithm. And actually, that came from one of my spiritual mentors. And I was like, how do you become a spiritual entrepreneur? And she was like, you have to allow spirit to lead. You cannot hop on the trends. You cannot follow the algorithm. You can't, you just have to allow spirit to lead you. And I will always remember that. As I continue to show up every single day, I do it because spirit is telling me to do it. There's a reason why. Who was it? Glow Autonomo is the YouTube channel that I watched where she did, the 365 long form content challenge. And it was a reason why spirit put that on my timeline. I needed to see that. I resonate so much with that woman. Like, that woman don't know me from a can of paint, but I have like a deep love and reverence for her because of what she is doing, because of how she is showing up. And so if I can look at her and be like, okay, she's doing it, she's showing up in a way that I would like to show up, she's showing up in a way and living a life that I can kind of live. Of course, I don't want to live exactly like anyone else or exactly like her, but there are some similarities in the thought processes, in the teachings, and in the way of life. And so I'm like, is she doing it? I can do it too. I can do it too. She has a long history of content creation and so on and so forth. I don't, but I'm starting where I'm at because I believe that I can be an influence for the next woman or for the next man. And so if you can just allow yourself, put your ego to the side, baby. That ego, ooh, that ego, okay, it's gonna keep you safe. It wants to keep you safe. All right, the ego is not bad. It's just trying to keep you safe. It's trying to keep you secure in that box of what you have always known, right? It is scary to do something different. It is scary to step out on the edge. I am a person that do step out on the edge very often with various things, not always with being seen here, right? Because I could have, and I did, right? I moved across the country, and I lived in different places, and I didn't document it. I don't care. I didn't care to really share that part of my life. But there are people that are sharing those parts of their lives, and it helps other people. And so if you could just think about, what can I do that's naturally and easy that I can share with the world? It should be natural, it should be easy, it should be fun to you. It should be something that you can show up and do every single day without getting paid. That's when you know that that's your purpose. And that's all I got for y'all. I really hope that you heard me when I said what I said. The risk that you are taking is not allowing your purpose to be expressed and seen. That is a risk you are taking. And the fear of being seen is real. I'm going to validate you, and the fear of being seen is real. But now I'm just going to ask you, so now what? Okay? You scared? So now what? How are you going to challenge that fear? Okay? So if you all resonated with any parts of this message, please be sure to leave me a white heart in the comments. And I will see you all back here tomorrow, every single day. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls.